Hey guys, for my fifth choice, my assault rifle, I'd be the FAL. I just like the fact that it's the only semi-automatic assault rifle in the game, and the attachment I find works best with it is the holographic sight. My fourth choice is the ACR. I find this weapon is very good for in rate of fire. The rate of fire actually makes up for its damage, and the attachment I find works best with it is the ACOG scope because it suffers next to no recoil. For my third choice, I like the M4A1. I find it's really good in terms of rate of fire, similar to the ACR. It has some recoil, but not horrible. And the attachment I find that works best with it is the red dot sight. For my second choice, I like the Tower 21. Has really high damage. The only thing is it has a really ugly recoil, but you can compensate with the silencer because it reduces your recoil not a lot, but to the point where it's manageable. For my first choice, I picked the Scar H because it is one of the best assault rifles in the game. Pretty sure it's everyone's favorite assault rifle. It has a really high rate of fire and a really high damage rate, and with the extended mags, it is pretty much unstoppable.
My fifth choice for my top 5 is the M4A1. It has a good rate of fire, as good weapon from medium to close range, and I don't mind having to take the time to take short bursts for sniper range. And I like this weapon with the red dot sight. Alright, my fourth choice for my top 5 is the Scar H. I always use this weapon with my anti-air class. It has a good enough iron sight that the silencer is what you'd probably want to put on there. It doesn't need a sight. The recoil is manageable, and its rate of fire is good, and the range is also quite good. And as you probably already noticed, I prefer this weapon with the silencer. My third choice for my top 5 is the M16A4 burst fire weapon. Besides that, I really don't mind this weapon. It has good range. Is almost every time a one-shot kill with stopping power, unless you miss one bullet in your burst. And you get less bullet spray with the holographic sight. So that's the attachment I would want on this weapon. My second choice is the TAR 21. The TAR 21 has quite a bit of recoil, but if you do put the silencer on, it reduces that recoil to an extent where it doesn't throw your shots off quite too much. So that's the attachment I would want in this weapon. Its range is good, close, far, medium. I mean, you won't be pulling off any sniper shots with this, but you can get pretty far with it. Alright, my number one choice for assault rifles is the AK-47. Now, I know you get this at level 70, but I find this to be a far superior weapon to any of the other assault rifles. It's a little different than the one in Call of Duty 4. It has good range. The sights are a little different. There's no idle sway without an attachment on this weapon, so that's why I would prefer to have no attachment on it. And maybe FMJ. FMJ could be on there, but I'd prefer none. And it has good range all around, good rate of fire. The recoil is a bit jumpy, but if you know how to compensate for it, you're good.